Q1051 Rocks. We are on the phone with Trance Monolith, one of your performers at Rock the Rails this weekend already. Man, it feels like this show we've been talking about for a long time, but it almost feels like it's here already kind of a thing. This is the one everybody looks forward to all summer. And how are we doing today?
I'm doing fantastic, man. How you doing?
Doing awesome. So let's just jump right into it. You're a local band, right?
Yes, sir.
How long you guys been doing it?
So, funny story. So, me and two of the members, Alex and Lucas, were in a band previously called Aramea. And then we started this thing kind of loosely around 2015, and then we started getting serious about it in about 2017, and then released our first album in 2019, and I'm working on another album right now.
That's awesome. So where can we go, just real quick, to get it out of the way, to get all of the backlog of music?
Oh, that's the lovely thing about the internet. So you can go on Spotify, you can go on YouTube Music, you can go on all the streaming services. We have all of them listed on there.
Trance Monolith. So you guys, what would you say, like six years being a band?
Yeah, roughly. I would say that's a fair assessment.
So you guys are new enough where you still have yet to do the around the country touring, right?
We haven't done any yet, primarily because, just funding it's a pain in the butt, But then also trying to get it booked, because if you don't really have a name and you don't really know promoters, it's kind of difficult to do it that way. But we're working our tails off to, meet some new people and try to get some things lined up. Primarily, we're focusing on finishing up this album that we're doing.
And how many songs you putting on there?
Oof. So that is still kind of up in the air.
Okay.
I'm thinking anywhere from 9 to 12 songs. It might be a part 1, part 2 type thing.
Okay.
So, a little bit of a backstory on it. Basically, it's a concept album, so it's basically like each song is a chapter in a book.
Okay. That'll be interesting. And you didn't have a release date for that, correct?
No, not yet.
So, all right, let's talk about Fargo. You guys are Fargo guys?
Yep.
Let's talk about tell me about the support that the city has given you.
So, basically, they've been really good to us in general. They've been very catering to us when it comes to, the different styles of music. I mean, just even where I work, they're just so supportive of what we do. A lot of times with Fargo, it's, it's either country bands or cover bands. That's what people really like. But lately, people have been really getting into metal.
Yeah, it's interesting. You would probably even know more than me. It does feel like rock's having a little bit of a resurgence, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially with Slipknot coming out with their new track, and then basically a lot of the old guys, even Mudvayne just got back together. So it seems like there's a new resurgence, kind of like with the 1999 to early 2000s with new metal and then metalcore that was really popular. I've
been kind of talking about that with people too, and I kind of think there's sort of a resurgence of kind of protest music happening as well.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that too. Even with what's the name of that band? I think with Era, some of their lyrics are very, very poignant with what they're talking about, and kind of with the culture that's kind of going through our country at the moment. But either way, music just seems to be getting better and better.
Well, it's awesome that you guys are going to be on the cusp of that. So this Sunday is Rock the Rails. So this is going to be 2 stages. You guys are going to be on around 6 o'clock, 6:30?
Roughly 6:30 from what I read. It might change, but I'm going to stick with 6:30 for right now.
Yeah, and there's going to be 7 bands there. It is an entire day of music. You're not going to want to miss it. And of course, Fargo Brewing, a kick-ass venue that we've got right here in Fargo. And give it up for Fargo Brewing for supporting your local artists as well. What can we expect from the show?
Oh God, if you guys like crazy guitar riffs, amazing drummers, this is the show to come to. August Burns Red, they always kill it. Both their guitarists are phenomenal. They're a huge influence on my guitarist Alex. I remember when I first met Alex, that's why he was playing a lot. He even re-recorded some of their guitar parts on his computer just to play through them. And then, with We Came as Romans, they always put out great stuff. It's a phenomenal metalcore band with over 350 million total listens on Spotify, so they're a pretty massive band. And then, we have Hollow Front. Hollow Front absolutely hits. That is a heavy band, absolutely stellar. And then you have Boy Division, which is a band from, if I remember correctly, they're from Melbourne, so they're from Australia. So, they always come with the energy. And then, you have the local bands, Trance Monolith, us, These Hearts, Vessels, and Ashfall. So it's going to be a great time.
So talk to me about how you guys got together. How do you find in Fargo everybody, you obviously need to put a band together. How do you find all the guys to fill the roles?
Everybody's story's a little bit different with the way that we started off. So I moved here from southern Minnesota. So I'm originally from the Sioux Falls area.
Mm-hmm.
And when I moved up here, I was really big into skateboarding. You know, before I got older, all the injuries, I would just meet a lot of people on, you know, at the skate park, and that's how I met Alex. And through Alex, we started jamming together off and on. He was in a couple bands. I was trying to get my own band started. So over the course of time, I joined a band called Origins. Then it turned into Initium, and then it turned into Aramea. And then that's how I met Lucas, our drummer. And we played together for like 4 or 5 years. And then Alex joined that band. Then we disbanded, and then we came together and made Trance Monolith. And then with the other vocalists in the band, because there's 2 vocalists, Aaron was actually a fan of Aramea. He would come to the gas station that I worked at, and he was just like, "You writing any more music?" I was like, "Not yet." And then when Trance Monolith started kind of making its rounds, like, "Yeah, would you like to play bass?" He played bass because he's originally a guitarist, and then he decided to jump on the other part of the vocals with the story album that we're writing. It's both protagonist and antagonist, so each vocalist, him and I play the protagonist and the antagonist, and then we flip-flop depending on the song.
I love getting the story from the bands, because like you said, everybody's story is a little bit different, and it's just all moving forward for you. You're just out here grinding, and you're going to be taking over the stage at Fargo Brewing. Trance Monolith, appreciate your time.
Hey, man, thank you so much for having me on. I really hope to see everybody there, and I'm excited to see just to see what kind of heat everybody's going to be bringing at the show.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to see it, and they're bringing the heavy this time around at Rock the Rails. One last thing, since you said your work is very supportive, do you want to give them a shout out?
Yeah, I work at Corwin Honda. I absolutely love my guys. Thank you so much for being supportive in what I do. And you guys basically bought majority of my pre-sale, so I look forward to seeing you wild animals there.
Fantastic. I love it. Trance Monolith, we will see you on Sunday.
Hell yeah. Sounds good.